We cannot keep living in debt. We can't keep living in sorrow. Now, there is a difference between good debt and bad debt, but right now you've got bad debt. You don't even know the total amount of debt that you have. You don't even look at your credit report because you're scared. You don't even go look at your bank account after a weekend of a fun night because you don't want the reality to hit you in your face. It's so easy to run away from the problem instead of running to it. And right now, you need to run into yourself because you are the problem and why you're in debt and why you're staying into debt. So if you really want to get out of debt, what I want you to do is go implement the things that I said. Right now, do it. Welcome to the 700 Club. I'm gonna need you to leave that 4, that 5, and that 600 credits go at the door. I'm your girl, Nika Johnson, a credit coach and budgeting expert, and I help people take control of their money, baby. Okay? Today, we'll be talking about a way so you can get out of debt. New year, new me, right? You said that last year and the year before that. Well, it's time to really be intentional about being a new me. And with that, it starts with your finances. How you can get out of debt and stay out of debt. Because right now, that debt, it ain't in the budget. It's costing us money. Take out your pen and your pad because class is now in session. Look, I'm just gonna ask you and let's just keep it real. That debt, them credit cards that you've been using, what did you spend? Food, going out, trips. What do you have to show for it? Buying a whole bunch of stuff that didn't mean nothing and now you drowning in credit card debt. Why? What are you doing? I need you to wake up and take out the blindfolds. It's time to get your finances in order. How many times you're going to keep saying that you're going to do it tomorrow, you're going to do it next week or next month? That next turns into never. This is why you are in the current financial situation that you are in now. So it's time to be able to get out of debt so you can stay out of debt so you can be able to live the life that you want. You know, every time you put on that vision board, all the manifestations, well, part of manifestation is actually doing the work. You can't just think success is about to drop in your lap, baby. You can't think just because you took a couple magazine clippings and you put it on the board that, boom, is about to come to life. No, what they say in the Bible, without work, faith is dead. Something like that. I be backsliding. But let's get back to the topic. The point of this is I want to show you on how to get out of debt with this technique. And while we at it, make for sure you like, you comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. And this is a safe space. And so just let me know, how long have you been trying to get out of debt? Talk to me. Don't say it's a lot. Don't say it's been a long time. How long have you been trying to get out of debt? So what we waiting on? You waiting on Jesus to come? You thought the debt was gonna fix itself? You thought you keep making the minimum payments that the debt was gonna go away? Or was you miseducated about that credit card when it went into collections account that you no longer own it? Now why the heck do you think that you could go just get some free money and ain't gotta pay back? Where they do that at? Because when your homies borrow money from you, you gonna want your bread back. So why would you think the bank don't want their money back? You always crying wolf that your bank never approved you, but you're the reason why your bank cannot approve you, because guess what? Just because you bank with them, it doesn't give them the automatic approval. You still have to qualify for the loan. And right now, you can't qualify for nothing because you're drowning in debt. What that means, aka your DTI, your debt to income ratio, is too high. And it's time to buckle up. It's time to get real serious. It's time to make the necessary sacrifices. You've been struggling all your life and have nothing to show for it. It's time to make the necessary sacrifices so you ain't got to spend the rest of your life struggling. How many times you gonna keep going through this? How many times you gonna go from check to check? How many times you gonna keep allowing your bank account overdraft, being the negative, or you take a bill here and you put a little payment here? No, wake up, because the reality of it is you that's holding you back. It's you that's outside of your budget. It's you swipe. You mad at the banks, you mad at the world, but you ain't mad about yourself. I need you to take some accountability. I need you to realize that you got yourself into debt, so it's time to get yourself out of debt. And within that, you can look into doing a balance transfer. That's right, do a balance transfer. What is that? Let me go ahead and break it down to you. So a balance transfer is going to be beneficial because typically you're going to have a lower interest rate at the introductory period most times. Think about 0% interest for 12 months, 18 months. What could you do with that? If it was real strategic, you could get a new credit card at an introductory rate if you qualify and can get approved. And what you can do is do a balance transfer. So transfer the debt on one card into the new credit card. Why does this help? Is because that introductory period of that 0% interest could allow you to strategically pay off the debt. More of your payments is going to be applied to the balance. You ever paid a credit card and you be like, dang, this credit card balance is still high. You can't win for losing. Yeah, because your interest rate is high, baby. And what you gonna do about it? By transferring the balance is going to help you save money. Simple. And who don't want to save money? Because if not, I'll take offering. Go ahead and put some money in mine. Go ahead and put some money in my hand. Ooh, I think my hand itches. What they say, when your hand itch, you about to get some money? Yeah. Now, typically, you want to note that when you are doing a balance transfer, there may be some type of transfer fee. So about 3% usually is going to be a fee based off the balance that you're transferring. And after that, you're going to have the introductory period. Make certain that you are paying off that balance before the promotion expires. Okay. Another benefit of doing a balance transfer, let's say that you got approved for a new credit card, what it's going to allow you to do is decrease your credit card utilization and increase your credit score. Let me explain. So let's say that you have one credit card for $1,000, right? The rule of thumb is do not borrow more than 30% of that balance. So 1,000 times 30%, that's going to give you $300. Now let's say, for example, that you got another $1,000 limit. Just for example purposes, introduction period for 12 months. Now you went from being able to only use $300. Now that you have another credit card and the total limit is $2,000, and what is 30% of $2,000 is $600. So it gives you a little bit more buying power. Now, if you completely max out your credit cards, this may not work for you if you can't get approved for one. Another thing is sometimes you can just call your credit cards companies and see what type of current promotions that they have. They may not just advertise that because they want to make some money. Another thing is similar to a balance transfer, essentially, is that you may get some checks in the mail from your credit card company. And this is where you could be able to get access to cash immediately. This is why credit is so important, because let's say you didn't have no money. You're tapped out, your pocket's dry, whatever the case may be, and you need to liquidate that. Imagine that if your credit was okay enough that you could write yourself a check and get cash. Okay, I'm just saying. I love credit. And while you at it, what do I need y'all to do? As I'm educating you, it's a win-win. We're a family, right? I'm looking out for my family. I need y'all to look out for me. Not only I want you to make for sure that you're subscribing, but make for sure you like and comment and turn on your post notifications and show your girl some love. Another benefit of doing a balance transfer is having a realistic plan. You don't just want to be paying and you don't know when you will get out of debt. At least you will now have an opportunity to outline a realistic repayment plan to ensure that that balance is going to be paid off by the expirational period. Another benefit of a balance transfer is that type of card that you may have, these are some examples here, will give you some type of incentive of cash rewards, okay? Because we like free, baby. Because guess what? Free is always in the budget. But essentially, this is just some alternatives to be able to help you get out of debt. So, you said new year, new me. It's time to stand on that, baby. Stand on business, okay? I'm just wondering, this is one opportunity that you can be able to fast track your way out of debt so you can be in your budget. Because only you can define the level of success you desire through budgeting, savings, and credit. And in order to get that credit together, we need to manage our debt. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. Some folks always be like, I need my credit fixed, I need my credit fixed. And I'm like, well, let's start budgeting. No, I don't want to budget. I know how to budget. I budget in my head. Well, how the hell you budget in your head? Make that make sense. Can you remember what you ate last week for dinner? Could you remember what you ate last Sunday? Could you remember what you ate for dinner 3 weeks ago? I think not. So how the heck do you think that you gonna remember how much money you spent? And so the importance of really understanding your finances is gonna come with money management, budgeting, making sure that you can control your money and that is not controlling you. But simply put, by starting with the baseline of a budget, it tells you how much is coming in and how much is going out. So if your debt is $3,000 a month, but your monthly income is $2,500, what does that mean, baby? We in the hole. We in the red. You ain't making enough money to be able to pay off your debt, or being able to write out an actual budget to show and see how much is your monthly income, how much is your debt, and what is the difference, so we could be able to create a strategy on how to pay off that debt. Now, if you need help on how to manage your debt, go ahead, click down below, look at the descriptions, go ahead down below for an opportunity chance to work with me directly. Now, my schedule fills up quickly, limited spots, and I don't work with everybody. Because why? I need that mental right. But if you need help, I want you to go visit my website, www.isthatInYourBudget.com. From grabbing an ebook or two, because that's in a budget, but learning on ways of how to save money. Because we need to learn how to save money. And by getting out of debt, we're going to be saving some money, okay? But ultimately, I want you to be intentional about your financial choices that you are making. We cannot keep living in debt. We can't keep living in sorrow. Now, there is a difference between good debt and bad debt, but right now you got bad debt. You don't even know the total amount of debt that you have. You don't even look at your credit report because you're scared. You don't even go look at your bank account after a weekend of a fun night because you don't want the reality to hit you in your face. It's so easy to run away from the problem instead of running to it. And right now, you need to run into yourself because you are the problem and why you're in debt and why you're staying into debt. So if you really want to get out of debt, what I want you to do is go implement the things that I said. Right now, do it. See if you qualify for a balance transfer. Go look at the next video so you can see what is your next steps and your options on how to get a debt. And before I get out of here, I just got one question for you. Is that in the budget?